Good morning, good day, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this video. Hey, got something completely different for you today. This is just a pure fluke. I went to the bank turning in some coins, and I was joking with the teller as I normally do. But she's asked me what kind of money did I want when I cashed in my coins, and I said, well, you know me, I'm always looking for cash unless you got any of the big dollar coins. And she looked at me and sort of smiled. And I went, no. She went, yeah, I got, the big ones. I'm like, the Ikes? What do you have here? How much? She said $62. Sorry for the noise there. And so I got this big envelope. Something you don't see often. Most of these I'm going to say are going to be the Ike dollars, 1971 through 78, if I remember correctly. I do have an Ike collection, and I am missing a couple, and it's just fun. These are flukes. That's a lot of coins here. So I am going to go through these. I'm going to separate them. I'm going to see if I can complete my Eisenhower Ike dollar collection is going to be the good one. And who knows? Let's see what we find. $62. That's 62 coins. There could be some good finds in here. We'll look for some of the doubling, and I'll bring you back in for finds along the way. All right, folks, so here we are. Just took a moment just to organize, see if there's an easy way to do this. Dumped out the bag. Like I said, $62 worth of coins here, 62 coins. But I did get a nice little spread here. We had, starting over here, we did have our 1971. These were all Denver. Nice little group there. I didn't even count them. 3, 6, 8. All right, so 8 of the 71 Denvers did not see any of the DDO DDRs on those. I did, at least with the 72s, was able, again, no DDOs that I saw, but I did notice, and this is something new to me, and let's see if I can bring this in a little bit closer here. So if we look at the Philadelphias, and what we want to look for here is the Florida Keys, as I call them. But if you look at the islands right there underneath Florida, you see the 3 almost making a triangle pointing right at the base there. That is a Type 1 1972 Philadelphia. And then if you look at this pile, you look at those same island group, is that it? And you'll need to really look at the grouping now. It's less of a triangle, mushed a little bit closer together, and you'll see it more into the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America, whatever you want to call it now. A little different island group, and that is a Type 3. So let's take a look at that again for Type 1. Get the 3 islands really coming out that way. Off to the side, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I can add some arrows in there. Versus here, now you're seeing closer to 5 islands, and again, more in towards Mexico, Baja area. So we did find Type 1, Type 3 of the 1972s. No Type 2s. Those are the rare ones that I do tend to look for, though. We did have some 1974s, and we had both P and D on that one. I don't know why I forgot to separate those two. We had, of course, the bicentennials, P and D, 1977 P and D, and we only had a 1978 Denver. And I'll come back here. But we had some really significant finds here, some good finds for me. 1974 Denver and a 1977 Denver. And I do want to just say that they're not, I mean, they're common, but for my Ike album, you can see it's the 1974 Denver and the 1977 Philly. So those are book fills for me. So the only one I'm missing now out of the book is the 1978 Philly um, on there. And that's, of course, the one 1978 we did not have here. But more importantly, this is a first for me. I'm going to add in there. Look at that. See if you can see that. And actually, this camera's giving it a little better view than it is. It's been circulated. You could definitely see some of the rubbing and wear on that one. But look at that. That is, if you could tell, the brushed versus that mirror finish. So yes, that is. Look at that. 1978 San Francisco. That is an Ike proof. That is my first proof. And to add to that one, look at that one. A little bit harder to see. You could definitely see that mirror finish on there and all those scratches again. Definitely circulated. Backside, I think it looks a little bit better, where you can see that brushed foreground on there. But yes, that is a bicentennial. And same thing, San Francisco mint mark. So we did have two proofs out of that. So let's see if I can slide this down. I'm going to actually write those in there, but there you go. That is my Ike Dollar collection. It's not often I get to see the Eisenhower dollars at the banks, but it pays to ask every once in a while. You never know what you can get. So there you guys go. There's my Ike collection complete. I think it's an undervalued collection. They're still easily accessible. Not much, no silver, obviously, in these, although there are some silver varieties of that, but it's not your silver like your Morgans, your peace dollars, your half dollars on that. This is just a simple collection, not a big one. I'm glad to finally get some proofs to add to this collection, something I never thought of before. You never know. It just pays every once in a while when you're at that bank. Ask for coins. See if they have any of the large size dollars on there. You never know what you're going to get. So if you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up. Give that a smash and a like. And remember to subscribe to this video. Add your comments below. Let me know what you think of this collection. If you're collecting these, what your thoughts are on the Ike dollar. And until the next time, folks, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day and happy hunting.